Hey my babies, how you guys doing? I want to tell you guys that I love you. I appreciate all the prayers. I appreciate all the love that's going up. I'm back in the hospital. I've been here 5 days. My heart, they said it's operating on 15%. And this is where I was when I first got my heart. I had 2 weeks to live, but thank God it ain't that. It might be 15%, but I got more than 2 weeks to live. So y'all don't panic, okay? They said I'm back into rejection and that I'm back into congestive heart failure. But God, y'all, this is why my channel is so important. I want you guys to learn how to spirit walk. Do you know the reason I'm here is because my Father sent me here? And everybody that knows my channel is familiar with my father passing December 24th, 2020. My sister passed December 23rd, 2020. And my father passed December 24th, 2020. Ever since my father passed, I have been seeing jaguars everywhere. I talk about jaguars all the time. I mentioned the jaguars into my book that published itself. It's called Primordial Knowledge. You guys really need to go get that book so you can learn how to spirit walk. So stuff like this won't freak you out. You know, I should be freaking out, but I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out because I've seen too much. And once you see, you can't unsee. So all this is doing is encouraging me and making me want to see what else. Like, what are you up to? But let me get back to this jaguar thing, y'all. I've been seeing jaguars everywhere. The last good time I had with my father, we were looking at Apocalypto. And on Apocalypto, they have a guy on there named Jaguar Paul. That's always, he was trying to save his village, right? So I didn't know that my dad had a real jaguar on the side of his house, because my dad was a junk collector, and they were saying that my dad was really focused on that jaguar, like he wanted to get that jaguar up and running. So that's 2 jaguars, the jaguar in his yard and me and him watching Apocalypto. It was a beautiful moment. That was the last good time that I had with my father, and who would have known that that time was going to make an imprint on me through the jaguars. So how I know this jaguar is my father, I'm finna prove it to you. My landlord came to my house. He said, Tasha, I got a new car. He's a Cuban. He said, I stepped my game up. You know, I went and bought me a new car. You think the girl's gonna like the ride I just got? So I go out to see his car. It is a red Jaguar with his tag number 2324. The same day my sister died, the same day my father died, and there is a Jaguar. Okay. I go into this store with my friend Michelle, and I'm trying to get my Jaguar theories together, because I done talked about this on some of my videos, but I'm trying to get you up to speed with why I'm here. So I go into the store with my friend Michelle, which Michelle is my sunflower, the sunflower lady. Sunflowers led me to Michelle. So I went to the store with Michelle, and I walked on an aisle that had me about to fall out faint. Come to find out, y'all, it was an aisle full of jaguars and dragons. I have a thing with dragons. So every time I see the jaguar, I mainly see the dragon most of the time when I see them together. I still wasn't piecing it together, y'all. So a lot of other times, jaguar just has popped up and it just will not go nowhere. This jaguar is hunting me down. Last week, I went to take my trash out, and I live off of a highway, and a piece of trash blew into my yard. Y'all, it was a jaguar picture on one of those sex pill packs. I knew immediately that was my father. My father loved them little sex packs. I don't know why them little old people love them little sex packs that be at the convenience store when you up there paying for your stuff. My daddy will buy it. He would buy every last one of them, and you would go over his house, and he would just have the packs laying out on the table, and the peel was always missing. And I used to be like, man, how much sex is you having around here? Like, do everybody gotta be exposed to this? Like, how much help do you need? Like, you buying these things like Skittles. So when I seen that pack fly in my yard, y'all, and I seen that black Jaguar on it, and then it had 9 times strong on there, and the pill was missing, I said, well, I be damned. The Jaguar has been my dad the whole time. My dad has been trying to communicate with me, right? So check this out. My sink broke a week ago. Like around the same time I found the little sex pack. The bottom of my sink just broke for no reason at all. So my husband had to fix the plumbing on the sink. The very next day, we go into the tool store because my husband has to buy a part for a car. And me and my friend Michelle, my little sunflower friend, things that always happen when I'm with her, we over there playing with pipe wrenches. I should have caught on then because I picked up a pipe wrench that I couldn't pick up. Like it was too heavy for me. It was hurting me while I was trying to pick up the pipe wrench. So we in there just playing with the pipe wrenches and stuff. And she like, girl, you gonna get beat up. You can't even pick up the pipe wrench. I'm like, girl, I'm telling them, look, stand right there. Just stand right there. Just wait a minute. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna knock you out. She said, nah, I'm gonna have to pick up this pipe wrench and try to come behind them and counteract and just get them for you. So my husband like, y'all like to fight. He's like, Michelle, you like to fight. She said, hey, when you good at it, you're good at it. So we in there just playing with the pipe wrenches, right? Not paying attention. My plumbing just broke. My plumbing got fixed. And the pipe wrench, right? Still not putting it together. So my brother gets sick. We have to go pick my brother up from the hospital. On the way from the hospital, I'm showing my brother the sex pack. I'm showing him his daddy nastiness. I'm like, look at your nasty ass dad. Look at him. He done blew this sex pack. And tell me this Jaguar ain't him. So we sitting up there laughing. And I'm talking about, it was so much laughter in that car because it was like he was in the car, right? We looked to the side of the window. My brother said, look at the truck. Look at the van riding. It was a van. He said, look at the van riding next to us. Tell me why there was a van called Panther Plumbing. It was a black Jaguar on this truck with a pipe wrench inside his mouth. He's sitting there with a big old pipe wrench in his mouth like, and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Like, this is daddy. So we talking to the van, y'all. We riding down the street. We having a good time. So the next day, my brother car break down. He got to get a tow truck to come and get him. So when the tow truck come and get him, they take him into this place called Fairburn. And guess what? He right over there by the building next to the Jaguar van. The Black Panther van with the wrench in his mouth is right there in the neighborhood, right? And I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Turn around. My father lives in Fairburn. So this is my father all day long. And so what happened was, I ended up trying to walk up the steps, and I couldn't get up the steps, y'all. My legs didn't want to move. They started feeling heavy. But when I got down here, guess what's in trouble? My plumbing. My plumbing is not in order. And you know what? I got down here just in time. But this is an energy walking, right? Because guess what? While I'm in here going through this with my heart, tell me why my brother, the same brother that I was just talking about that spotted the van, he's in another hospital See, this energy is walking. And he coughed. He broke 2 ribs. He had an asthma attack. Fell out 3 times at his job because he works at a steel plant. And I think it's time for him to quit smelling all that paint and stuff. He just got to find him something else to do. But it's just amazing. And he also has heart problems. So he's getting his plumbing worked on. Like, he getting his plumbing fixed. So my dad looking after 2 of his kids at one time. It's amazing, y'all. You got to learn how to spirit walk. So guess what? I'm down here in the hospital. And they done gave me all these death words. Oh, you may not make it. Oh, my doctor feeling so bad. I'm trying to encourage my doctor. Like, do you know who I am? Look how many times we done walked through this. You done saved me because this is my 3rd rejection. I've coded 5 times. I come out every time. And y'all, this ain't going to be no different. I'm coming out again. And guess how I know I'm coming out again? Because the death words that they were giving me are sitting in the seat of the scornful. And that is the counsel of the ungodly. That's not what God is telling me. Guess what I'm comforted by? The nurse that watches over me at night, she has a sunflower tattoo on her shoulder. So I got the strength of God. God is telling me that I have the spirit of the sunflower in me right now. Don't take your eyes off God right now, boo-boo, because it look like the sun ain't shining over here. You keep your eye on God. So that encouraged me. Behind my door is a star, a handmade star, which I now collect the stars. Stars have become one of my pieces, one of the pieces that link me up into. A star means a lot to God, y'all. Just the word star should really break down what star means. And if you put star in the eyes of God, come on. I'm being watched over. Okay. On my headboard, inside the rings of my headboard is the crucifix of Jesus. There's an alligator coming out the water. These are in the rings of my headboard. I can't put this in the wood. The wood make rings on its own, right? But the way the rings look inside my headboard, where I sleep at every night, there's an alligator coming out the water. And I dream that I walk around with an alligator on a leash, by the way, which I got from a god, from the spirit realm, dreaming. But I have an alligator for protection as a pet. And inside the alligator, the jaguar is coming through. Like, you can see the whole cat face. You can see the cat eyes. So the alligator and the jaguar is blended in, because consciousness blends, right? Between the alligator and the jaguar eyes, I have the crucifix of Jesus right here. One way you turn yourself, he has his head up. Another way you turn yourself, his head is down. But the way I sleep at the feet of him. Every night I fall asleep at the feet of Jesus. And guess what I got on my wall, y'all? Check this out. You see it. That crucifix. Y'all want to see my star? Check out my star. You see my star behind there? So these are my words, right? They giving me death words, but God gave me the simple words for life. I have the sunflower. I have the crucifix. I have the star. And guess what? Today, I was talking that, I'm sorry, my machine going off. I'm finna hurry up. But today, I was saying I wanted to see all my grandkids. I miss my grandbaby Kiara, and my baby, all my grandbabies, right? Guess what my night nurse name is? Kiara. She got my grandbaby name. And I've been sitting down here talking to her, y'all. And I got one more good thing to tell y'all. I'm hooked up to all these machines, right? This was going off. I got a room full of machines. The chaplain came down here to talk to me about God. I end up ministering to him. Y'all, that thing got so good. Them doctors ran in here. They said, what are you doing? You got to stop what you're doing. You getting excited. Your numbers going up. Your numbers are going up. This is dangerous. You in dangerous territory. Y'all, I got to literally see what my heart does when I talk about God. I got to see how my heart feels when I'm engulfed in a godly conversation. I got to see how much and how in love my heart is with God, y'all. I'm down here just for whatever this reason is, but this is a spirit walking. It has jumped on me. It done jumped on my brother, but it jumped on the wrong crew because we there. My brother is my puzzle piece. My brother helped me put these pieces together. We can spirit walk. My brother understand this. So we on the phone laughing. We like, how the hell both of us end up holding down the hospital at the same time? Y'all got to learn energy. So if I or him fall into this trap that, oh, we dying, oh, we sick, guess what? That's gonna happen. And it's not happening on our watch.